Hey guys, welcome back to government class. It is Wednesday, August 26th. Get yourselves buckled in because today we got a doozy for you. We have a 5-minute review. We have a Venn diagram that we are going to complete. We're going to go over some landmark English documents. What does that even mean? I'll explain. Then we're going to create an idea web and give you today's assignment and question. Did I spell everything right? Today's assignment. We good. So, strap on your seatbelts, get ready, take your notes out, hit pause if you need to. We're about to do this 5-minute review. We're going to have more stuff as we go. Obviously, we have more classes to cover. Get those notes out, and let's rock. All right, up close and personal, 5-minute review time. I'm going to ask you guys the questions. I am not going to answer them or put the answers on the screen this time. It'll be up to you to answer them. So, here we go. The first question. What were the people who lived here on this land that we're on now called before Columbus discovered them? The next question is name 3 Native American tribes. Christopher Columbus was from what country? Your next question is in what year did Columbus discover America? The next question is list 5 of the original 13 colonies. Your next question is, Aristotle was a student of what? The next question is, what 4 features make up a state? What 4 things do you need for a state? The next question is, what does the word sovereignty mean? What does the word sovereignty mean? Knows it. Next question. What is the name of the theory that says the gods choose who should rule? All tied up with religion. Your next question is, what is the name of the theory that says the people and the state agree to a contract? Your next question is, list 1 person whose initials are JL who came up with the idea or helped come up with the idea of social contract theory. If you're paying attention, I just gave you the answer in that question to the last question. All right, let's move on. In divine right theory, the people exist to serve who or what? And your final question is, in social contract theory, the state exists to serve what or who? There's your 5-minute review. All right, guys, great job on the 5-minute review. It was a little bit different today. Hopefully you paid attention. You'll see why it was different and why you hopefully will have paid attention in a few minutes. For today's class, we got 2 things that you guys are going to be doing. This idea web and this Venn diagram. We'll get to the idea web in a little bit, but first, the Venn diagram. What is a Venn diagram, you ask? I'm glad you asked. That is a Venn diagram. Perfectly symmetrical circles right there, might I add. It looks like they were done with a computer. Not by hand, by a blind person. Okay, don't judge my circles. But basically, this is what a Venn diagram is with better circles, all right? It's a way to compare and contrast 2 different beliefs, ideas, people, things, and you're going to use this to compare 2 different topics later on. But let me give you an example so you know how it works. So we're going to compare 2 different, people, all right? Let's compare... Here we go. Let's compare Rihanna and Mr. Wackba. All right? Now, things just about Rihanna, we're only going to put in this circle. So, let's list one off. 1, she is a singer, and I guess also an actress, right? Okay. 2, she is uber rich. Not like rich from driving Ubers, but like super uber rich. And 3, she is from Barbados. I think that's how you spell Barbados. All right, now let's check out Mr. Weckball. 1, he, and just things about me here, we're going to say he is a teacher. All right, we're kind of going on this same line. 2, well, he is not uber rich. And 3, he was born in America. Although I have been to Barbados. So now, these are the 2 separate things, the 2 differences about Rihanna and Mr. Weckball. In the middle, we're going to put the similarities, okay? So 1, we can start off with, I think, the most obvious. We are both super attractive. Absolutely. Number 2, I mean, we both have just absolutely amazing voices. Some of you have been blessed to be able to hear me sing in past years. Hopefully, you get that chance this year with online learning. And then 3, what can we say? Well, let's say what I just said. I've been to Barbados. We can say both have been. We'll say been to Barbados. All right. All kidding aside, this is what a Venn diagram should look like, okay? You should have the differences on the different sides and then the similarities in the middle. You're going to use this exact replica. It might look a little different. It might look hopefully something like this. And you're going to compare, you guessed it, social contract theory and divine right theory. All right? That's going to be your assignment today. Assignment number 1. You're going to take a piece of paper, put 2 circles on it, overlap them just like this, and you're going to compare social contract theory and divine right theory. Now, how are you going to do that? Well, you'll put the name of the 2 theories up on the top, like I did here for Rihanna and Mr. Weckball. And then what I want you to do, we got to be specific here while I erase these guys. I want you guys to list 5 different things for each theory. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can write however you need to in the circle. Let's say this is divine right theory. And then over here we'll have social contract theory. And then you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For similarities, I'm only going to have you do 3, all right? So tell me 3 similarities about divine right theory and social contract theory. This is your first assignment. If you want to get started on it now, go ahead. Hit pause and come on back. If not, we're going to move on to our landmark English documents. Okay, guys, great job. Now, Venn diagram, check. Today, what we're going to be talking about and the information you'll need for your ideal web is something we're going to call landmark English documents. Well, what does that mean? A landmark, that's something important. It's something recognizable. It's something that you use that's easily describable. English, we know English doesn't mean American. It means from England, absolutely. And documents, we think of documents today as things like memos, faxes, maybe a book. We're going to be talking about some old documents, so not necessarily those things, but more along the lines of treaties and rights of people. Now, these landmark English documents, although they're from England, are going to be very important not only to England's government, but to America's government, because America's government comes after England forms their government. Let's take a look at them right now. These are the three documents that you'll need today. The Magna Carta, written in 1215. The Petition of Right, written in 1628. And the English Bill of Rights, written in 1689. These are obviously really old documents. We're talking 800 years, 400 years, 300 years old. So, not exactly faxes and memos, okay? We're talking about old documents. And here's what you're going to do. You are going to research these three documents and give me 3 facts about each document that explains what it was, why it was needed, and how it helped American government. Now, I sent you an email earlier this week on Monday with a page that looks exactly like this. And we're going to cut to that right now. All right, guys, here's the document that I emailed to you on Monday. Now, if you have a printer, you can print this out and fill it in with hand. You can type into it, or if you want to, you can totally just create your own idea web on paper if you can't print it out. And here's what we'll do. I'm going to help you to start off with filling this guy out. This is what we call an idea web. Maybe you've seen one before, maybe you haven't, but basically it's a way to organize all of our information. And what are we talking about today? We're talking about landmark English documents. So that's going to be the center of our idea web. So right in here, we'll put landmark English documents. Now you can see that that middle circle connects to 3 other circles. What do you think we're going to put in there? Bingo, the 3 documents that I just had on the board. The first being the Magna Carta. The second being the Petition of Right. And the third, the English Bill of Rights. Now a quick note on this document. This is not the American Bill of Rights. You might find that in your research. You might type in Bill of Rights. Make sure that you have the English Bill of Rights, not the American Bill of Rights. Those are 2 separate things. All right, so this is how it starts off. This is the initial information that you will put in. After you've got this filled out, what I want you to do is research each document. And what you're going to do is you're going to answer 3 questions in these 3 circles about each document. So first, the Magna Carta. We're going to find some facts about it, and we're going to answer the question, what was it? And using facts in this circle, you're going to explain to me what the Magna Carta was. Then, in this circle, you're going to answer the question, why was it needed? What was happening at the time that the Magna Carta was signed that required it to be created and signed by the king? Speaking of kings, maybe up here in the what was it circle, you would tell me what king signed it and when. Finally, down here in this circle, you're going to tell me how did it help American government? Meaning, did we steal any ideas from this when America created its government? Did we use the Magna Carta as a reference point to create any of our documents? And then you're done with this section. You'll go over here to the Petition of Right, and you'll answer the same questions that we answered over here for the Magna Carta in these 3 circles. When you're done with that, you'll go down to the English Bill of Rights section, and you'll answer these 3 questions and put the answers right down here. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. I'll be here to help. All right, guys, so that's how you do the idea web. Again, if you have any questions, I'll be in my laptop all day, be able to answer anything that you need. Now, let's get down to the crux of this. What does this mean for you? You already know you have to do a Venn diagram, and you have to do an idea web with our 3 landmark English documents. Those are today's assignments, okay? Those 2 assignments are going to be due today, so you do have a little bit of work. Your attendance question for today, what I want you to send to me in an email right now, as soon as this video ends, is answers to every single one of your 5-minute review questions. Yeah, that's right. You're going to have to go back to the beginning of this video. I want you to go to the part where we start doing our 5-minute review. And every question I ask, I want you to number it. Tell me the answer to each question. That will count as your attendance question. If you're curious, what I'm saying is that first question that I asked you, which is, what do we call the people who were here before Columbus discovered America? You would put in your email 1, Native Americans. 2, on to the next. 3, the next question. 4, the answer to the next question, and so on. So, really 3 things to do. You have 2 assignments for today. Your Venn diagram on social contract theory and divine right theory. You have to fill out your idea web with 3 facts for each of those landmark English documents. And then for your attendance question, you have to email me the answers to that 5-minute review. You can also email me pictures of your idea web and your Venn diagram. Again, any questions, let me know. If not, you guys have a great day. Remember, we have a quiz on Friday. We have a quiz on Friday over everything that we've gone over. So study up. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you on Friday.